Hello everyone, I welcome you for the class. In the previous class, we have studied about the consistency in terms of the file system and also in the data. Today, we'll be looking after the local replication technologies. As we have seen, the consistency of the data is very much important. So, how are we going to create this replica? That means from a source database, the whole data has to be copied into the another database. So if I label it as a source and this as a target, so the complete data that is being present in the source database has to be moved to the target. So each and every content, that is row and the column, have to be copied. So then we can say that the replica is being created, and when the replica is being created, the target database can be accessed by the host, right? So that again the transactions can be carried out. In this one, we have been categorizing into the three forms. One is the host based replication, the second one is storage array based replication, and the third one is network based replication. In host based replication, we are again categorizing into the two forms. One is the file system, and the second one is LVM, that is logic volume manager. In the array based, we are dividing into the three categories. The first one is a full volume mirroring, the second one is a pointer based full volume replication, and the third one is a pointer based virtual replication. And the last one, that is network based replication, we are using the continuous data protection. So these are the technologies they are being applied to replicate the data. The first one we'll be looking into is a logical volume manager. So in this logical volume manager, we are trying to replicate the data. That means we are trying to copy the data into the another what you say the target, that is the another volume manager. In this volume manager, it is being divided into the three components. One, we have the physical volumes, the second one is volume groups, and the third one is a logical volume. So when I say it is a physical volumes, it is nothing but it is your physical disk, right? Within this physical disk, right, we are trying to group them together. This volume, this physical volumes can be multiple in numbers also. There can be n number of the physical volumes. Now this volume group is nothing but the volume group is created by grouping one or more physical volumes. So this volume group when I make, so this one is taken as one complete group. So if in case I have the another set of the physical volumes, then I am going to make them as a different group. Or even we can take it as this as to be one particular group and the second one database as the another group. So this is going to act as the volume group. Within this one, the logical volumes are being created. So where you are going to divide this whole database in terms of the logical volumes, right, which is been pointing again within this also, it is being divided in terms of the logical volumes, and the data is being moved, right? That means the data is being copied. So let me explain with you a diagram for you people. Now you can check in this diagram, right? This is a diagram where we are having this physical volume 1 and physical volume 2. So this is going to form as the volume groups, right? So this is going to form a volume group for us. Now again you can check here within this host, we are dividing this volume in terms of the squares which is been pointing, right? So you are been copying the same, this particular logical volume whatever group is there, it is being moved to the two physical disk at the same time. That means you are replicating the data at the same time, or I can say that you are mirroring the data. So that means the same data is being replicated. Okay, so what is the advantage of this one is it is not dependent on the vendor specific storage system, right? And this logical volume manager, as it is a part of the operating system and it is not going to require any additional license, right? So this is the advantage of having the replication of the data using the LVM. But there are some limitations associated with this one. The first one is it is going to degrade the application performance because we have to perform the multiple writes on the volume managers. As in this diagram we have only two volume managers. In case the volume managers are being increased, so multiple writes have to be performed. That means the same copy has to be moved multiple times. So that is one of the problem. The second one is, if in case there is changes in the data, right? At that same time we have to make sure that data is being what you say, it has to be copied. Now in case if I say that if I change any data in this logical volume manager, then that same data has to be replicated. That means a mirroring has to be done. When in the mirroring, when I am talking about this mirroring, what happens is, in case there is a change in a source and it is already moved to the target, from the source to the target it is already copied. Now what happens is, again if any content is being changed in the source, that becomes s dash. Now it is difficult for the target to identify that which content is being modified. So this is one of the problem associated with this one. And the third one, what is being saying is, if there is any server fails, right, at that time what happens, both the source and the replica will be unavailable until and unless the server is brought back to the online. So these are the limitations associated with the LVM. Okay, so for that purpose they have come across the another one called as the file system snapshot. So in this file system snapshot, they are using the principle called as copy on the first write, right? Here you can see here it is copy on the first write. So this principle they are applying and they are taking the snapshot of the file system. Now when I am been taking the snapshot of the file system each and every second, that means what I call it as a point in time is being created. Now how do we make sure that it is being stored? How do we keep track of this one? So for this one they are been maintaining the two sets. One is the production of the file system and the another one is the snap fs. That means it is the file system. So any change each and every time you can check, you can see here the metadata is associated. These are the blocks of the data. So this is acting as a production file system from which the snapshot is being taken and it is being stored in this snap fs. Now you can check that whenever there is a change in any content, right, when it is being taken, we need to keep track of all these snaps. So they are maintaining a pointer. So these pointers are being maintained in terms of the bitmap and the block map. So this bitmap, what it is going to do is, it is going to tell us that whether is there any modification, right? So the number one is going to tell us that whether any block has been changed in the production fs. So when the image is being taken it is going to say that, and this block map is going to give us the address, the content where it is been what is that, overwritten, right? So the address it is going to specify where the block has been changed and where it is being written. So let us take with an example. Now you can check in this production fs, the data, the previous data for the block number 3 was the small letter c, right? Now it has been changed to the capital letter C. So this is the data that is being edited. So what happens is, initially when this data is been there, the snap is being created. So that is the block number 3. So you can check here block number 3 is been there, and as we have been edited from the C to the capital C, one is been saying that yes, the content is being changed, right? The block is being changed in the production fs because it is being overwritten with the capital C. So whatever the previous content was been there, Yeah, right. So it is going to show that the previous content, that means the previous image whatever is been there, it is going to show that where it is been copied. So you can check here that to data C, that means this was a previous snap and this was being changed and that is being moved to the second block, right? In the snap one it is going to show this one. So the same way, even if you take the another example, that is for the fourth block of the data D. Alright, you can check here, the it is indicating as 1, that means the snap is being changed, the content is being changed, and where the content is being copied, that means the previous data where it is being moved, right? It is being moved to the block number 1. So these numbers 1, this is 2, 0, 0, it is going to state us where it is being copied. Alright, so which block it is being copied. Now you can check for the block number 1, where it is going to show us in this bitmap, it is going to show us 0 to 0, right? It is going to say us that the content is not been changed. Okay, so this was all about the file system snapshot. Moving on to the next one is the storage array replication, in which again we are having the three types. We are using the full volume mirroring, and we are using the second one is pointer based full volume replication, and the third one is pointer based virtual replication. Okay, in this full volume mirroring, as you can check in this image, where we have been having this production host, we have the source, we are having the replica and the BC host. So what is this BC host means? It is business continuity host who is requesting for the data. Now in this full mirroring, if you just observe the diagram carefully, we are having this production host, there is a source, the replica is being created here and it is being used by the host. That means to continue the business, it is not going to stop. So this is completely mirroring is being done from the source to the replica, it is not going to stop. Now if you check in this figure, where you can check that still the data is being passing from the source to the replica. So you can see in this figure where still the data is being moving from the source to the replica. That means the complete copy is the source is not completely being copied to the replica. And in meantime, if the business, for the purpose of the business continuity, if the host tries to access this replica, then the data will not be available for the host, right? So this was all about the full mirroring. So some more concepts will be continuing in the next class. Thank you.